My Lord, Sirs, Ladies and Gentlemen, welcome to the North Yorkshire Lord Lieutenant Certificate presentation for 2014. The Lord Lieutenant Certificate is an award in recognition of the exceptional service by the volunteer. It is indeed to supplement honours bestowed by Her Majesty the Queen in the New Year's and Birthday Honours list, and is in President's ranks just after such awards. The certificate is in the form of an illuminated scroll signed by the Lord Lieutenant of the county, and it is awarded of high merit of which the recipient may be justly proud. The Lord Lieutenant certificate may be awarded to any serving volunteer of whatever rank for exceptional service over the period of time. To be eligible as an individual must be serving as a volunteer at the Reserve Forces on the 1st of March in that year in which the volunteer is recommended. The award is not intended as a routine, regional or long and faithful service in the Reserve Forces, but the criterion of exceptional service in the principal factor for which this award is presented.
So, Captain Rob Ducat. Captain Rob Ducat is a long-standing and highly respected reservist, currently Quartermaster of 306 Hospital Support Regiment. In his civilian job, he is an employee of West Yorkshire Police, working as a civilian custody officer. Captain Ducat has quietly but very effectively and competently gone about discharging his duties. His role is critical to the enabling of the success of all unit activity, and in a nationally recruited unit, his access to backup from permanent staff on a daily basis is limited. He marshals his team with aplomb, and his quiet and dry sense of humour endears him to his peers, superiors and subordinates alike. Captain Ducat combines an impressive capacity for hard work with an unwavering focus on the job to the best of his abilities. He is almost invariably the first to arrive and the last to leave, and his support to the Reserve Forces is exceptional, frequently going way beyond that which would be beyond what would be the normal expectation of personnel operating at this level. The example he sets for others is commendable, and he is deemed worthy of and is very strongly recommended for the award of Lord Lieutenant Certificate. Captain Rob Ducat.
That's something, listening to those citations. Absolutely wonderful. Think of the contribution that you've all made. Just phenomenal. So I think we all feel very privileged to be here for this event and this occasion. And indeed you've got a wonderful group of VIPs here to watch this. You've got the Lord Mayor of York and Consort, and thank you very much for coming, and the Sheriff of York, and indeed the High Sheriff. And so you couldn't have a grander group of people to witness this. And it's wonderful you've all agreed to come. Well, we've already heard, you explained about, and there's a good little piece on the brochures that you all have, really explaining about how this all comes about. But it's much more than just, you were saying, it's not just a question of having done a large number of years. It's actually going much further than that, and it's contributing much more than would be expected, really. So they are terribly, terribly special things. The reserve forces, I think, are going to become even more important in years to come. And they were saying that the numbers are going to increase enormously in the next few years. And so all the support that we can all give is tremendously important. Reservists can expect to be mobilised for operational deployments within 3 years of joining, and will probably continue to be deployed on a regular basis in the future. In recent times, 2,000 reservists have deployed each year, including 120 each year from Yorkshire and the Humber, our area here. And that's really going to increase. And even with the withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan, there will continue to be a need for our reserves, either abroad or indeed at home, as we saw during the floods. And the reserves did a tremendous lot of wonderful work during that time. So we owe a great debt of gratitude to all our highly professional volunteer reservists. And we're paying great tribute to a number tonight who really represent the whole body of reservists. And we also thank and pay tribute to their employers and, very, very importantly, their families. And we heard about one family that does a great deal to support. And without their support, your ability to carry out these duties would be well nigh impossible. There are apparently 120,000 cadets from all 3 services in the United Kingdom, and 9,000 of those are in Yorkshire and the Humberside. Is that right, Ian? Is that the right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I was told. And supported by 20,000 adult volunteers. So, thank you to the officers and adult instructors of our cadet forces for the outstanding work that you all do. And you give unselfishly of your time, your spare time, in order to support the youth in our area. And, and I don't think there's anything more important that you can do than support the youth, who are the future. And I've seen cadets, and I've had these wonderful Lord Lieutenants cadet. I've got Ben here tonight, and on occasions when I've met the new Lord Lieutenants cadets, the parents will say, you know, until my son or daughter went into the cadet, became a cadet, they were very shy, and one told me that if anyone came to the door, daughter hid behind the sofa, and there she was giving this presentation, just like being given tonight, full of confidence. So it's a great thing to become, to be in the cadet movement and to become a Lord Lieutenant's cadet. So wonderful for the young of this country, and indeed, I think you were saying, yeah, it enables them to become the good citizens of tomorrow, whether they continue in the armed services or not. So wonderful, wonderful movement, and you're all, of course, very much supported by your families with car journeys and all sorts of things. So it really is an evening of, as you were saying, Ian, it's an evening of celebration and of thanks, enormous thanks to everyone involved. And not forgetting the 4 Yorks band in the background there makes a great difference, having some music during the evening. So thanks so much for coming and entertaining us. And also thanks to Brigadier Greville Bibby for allowing us to be here tonight. I was actually with Brigadier Greville earlier today in Catterick at Phoenix House, where people are helped to, if they'd had bad injuries, where they're helped to get back into normal life. But anyway, he had another appointment tonight, but he sent lots of messages of goodwill tonight. So I think that's really the end of what I want to say. I know we're going to be given something to eat, which is nice, and that'll give us a chance to talk and for me to meet everyone. And we've also got a wonderful photographer somewhere in the back, Adrian, who will be happy to do any number of photographs. And I think he's taken, in the 15 years I've been Lord Lieutenant, he's taken 4,000 or 5,000 pictures of me, I think, and they're all good. So anyway, I mean, I just finally would like to congratulate everyone and say what a special evening this is for all of you, and indeed all of us who are here to witness and to hear those amazing